The wrong travel stroller can turn a smooth airport departure into a full-blown spectacle. Tears, snot, and crushed goldfish everywhere. The good news? We tested 7 top-rated travel strollers for our best travel strollers of 2025 list, so you don't have to learn the hard way which one won't let you down. And stick around, because we're giving away a brand new UPPAbaby Minu V3 and a Colugo Compact to 2 lucky winners. Hey, I'm Mark with Fathercraft, where we test baby gear so you can keep your sanity, your savings, and if you're lucky, your dignity. Today, we're crowning the best travel strollers of 2025. 7 rolled onto the jet bridge, 3 wheeled away with trophies. We base these decisions on actual use: 8 airplanes, 5 airports, 2 road trips, countless outings, and a whole lot of spilled milk. 3 compact chariots separated themselves from the baggage claim riffraff. We measured each stroller against 8 critically important features: fold speed and one-handed fold potential, portability and weight, ride quality, parent ergonomics, storage access, harness sanity, durability, and actual value. One bonus data point to touch on: car seat adapters. All of these strollers, except the City Tour 2 and the GB Pocket, do have the option to purchase car seat adapters, so no need to worry about whether these strollers are infant compatible or not. And without further ado, let's roll right into the best overall winner of 2025, the Joolz Aer Plus. 13.2 pounds of Dutch engineering, the Joolz boasts a true one-handed fold, a sleek, well-built frame that can take a beating, and fits in an overhead bin with room to spare. Here's why it stands out from the rest. It is a full 3 pounds lighter than its top 3 contenders: the Butterfly, the Minu, and the Colugo Compact. And trust me, you will notice that difference when you're swinging this onto the belt at TSA with a screaming toddler in one arm. The materials are premium yet rugged. The Joolz can take a beating without flinching. I gate checked this thing in the included cloth bag without worrying about damage. It clocks in at 21 by 17 by 8.5 inches. Easily overhead bin approved, and then some. The seat, harness, carrying strap, and canopy are all excellent and on par with the Minu and the Butterfly. The ride is surprisingly smooth for a travel stroller and its understandably smaller wheels, though not quite as nice as the Minu. The standout feature of the Aer Plus, however, is without question the fold. It is insanely easy and can be done while holding a wriggling toddler in one arm. There are only a few cons to speak of. First is a fairly shallow recline angle, which makes naps a little bit more challenging. Additionally, the basket is on the smaller side with only enough room for a small backpack. And finally, the foot pedal is small and stiff. It is not great for flicking off the brake while wearing sandals. Behold the Minu V3, 16 pounds, luxury leather finishes, and a basket so big it's basically a trunk with wheels. The entire thing is crafted from top-tier materials and designed down to the smallest finish. And trust me, they nailed every one, down to the elegant 2-pedal red-green braking system that is miles better than the competition, which all favors the unforgiving single pedal. The Minu is definitely sandals approved. It's got the best recline of the whole lineup, laying nearly flat, which in combination with a generously padded and comfortable seat makes it a great option for naps. It also features a huge peekaboo window and canopy, an easily adjustable and snug harness, and large wheels that make for the best ride of the bunch. The trade-off is, well, it's heavier. The fold is smooth, and after a little bit of practice, the Minu was the only other stroller I was able to consistently fold one-handed besides the Joolz. The padded travel bag is sold separately, but will definitely keep this thing safe and secure. My only gripe with the Minu is its size and weight. While it does fit in the overhead bin, the massive padded bag, combined with its heavier profile, means this stroller isn't nearly as conducive to carrying on as something like the Joolz. So, if weight is a concern, be wary. But if you've got the biceps, the cash, and a taste for luxury, look no further. Finally, the Colugo Compact, because sometimes you want champagne features on a White Claw budget. The Colugo is an interesting animal. The materials and construction place it firmly in the upper tier, quality-wise, with the likes of the Joolz and the Butterfly, but it commands nowhere near the price point. Its fold is 2-stage. The top folds forward first, and then the bottom collapses to meet it. So while it does need 2 hands, it's very smooth and quite easy. It's sturdy and well built. The materials are spill-proof, and it includes excellent features such as an adjustable footrest and an extendable canopy, which is essentially a blackout curtain for your baby when the stroller is fully reclined. And, props where it's due, the recline is almost flat. The compact stroller comes with a travel bag made out of thin cloth material similar to the Joolz, and a rain cover as well as a cup holder. Downsides. The Colugo is substantially heavier and bulkier than the Joolz. Like the Minu, it perhaps is a better candidate for a gate check than an overhead bin. Though I will say the carrying strap is quite nice, making it at least comfortable to lug it around. Additionally, the basket is quite small, and the recline mechanism does take some practice. It's not nearly as intuitive as the Minu or the Joolz. Still, these trade-offs feel minor when you remember that this thing costs hundreds of dollars less than its peers, making it an easy choice for best budget option. Not every stroller got a trophy. In fact, a few are cautionary tales. Here is the lightning round of the honorable mentions. The Bugaboo Butterfly. In my honest opinion, though this does sound a little mean, the Butterfly reminds me of the Joolz's heftier sibling. The materials are similar, so is the ride, the harness, and the seat. Yet the Butterfly is 3 pounds heavier, not nearly as slim, and the fold button is about as cooperative as my toddler when asked to share his snacks. The Baby Jogger City Tour 2. I considered just staring deadpan into the camera and whispering "don't" for 30 seconds because honestly, that's the vibe. The fold makes zero sense. Like, I genuinely think this thing was designed by someone who's never looked at a stroller. The frame feels like it was 3D printed during an earthquake, and the material is that cheap plasticky cloth that's just awful. Honestly, if you're considering this stroller, just light $320 on fire and scream into the void. It's faster and more satisfying. The Baby Zen Yo-Yo 2. The Yo-Yo is the stroller equivalent of a high-end espresso machine. Sleek, smooth, and needlessly complicated. The one-finger steering, chef's kiss. Ride quality, excellent. And the accessories basically make it a modular lifestyle system. But the fold is a whole thing. Overcomplicated, two-handed, and somehow still frustrating after multiple attempts. The harness is clunky and dated, and coming in at $450, the value just does not land. Unless you're really into form over function or just love gear with a learning curve, skip it. The GB Pocket All-Terrain. I have a love-hate relationship with this stroller. Mostly hate, but it does have one very impressive party trick. It folds down to about the size of a briefcase. It is so small that it fits under the seat in front of you. It also comes in at a palatable $200. Unfortunately, the good news stops there. The handles are 2 sad little nubs, no bar, and certainly no one-handed steering. They're also painfully low, and at 6'3", my back was honestly feeling it after a couple days. The harness is rage-inducing due to the adjustable straps not cooperating in the slightest. The basket barely holds a juice box, and the ride, let's just say, all-terrain is wildly optimistic. But hey, if your top priority is extreme portability and you're cool sacrificing comfort, function, and your spinal health, the Pocket's got you covered. Now let's bring this all in for a landing. How do you actually decide where to spend your money? If you're flying often, juggling kids solo, or just want the least amount of stress possible, go with the Joolz Aer Plus. If you want the premium feel, the smoothest ride, and the best materials, and don't mind the bulk or the price tag, go with the Minu V3. If your budget's tighter but you still want solid construction, smart features, and something that won't fall apart mid-terminal, go Colugo Compact. You'll sacrifice some convenience but save real money and still get a good ride. All right, you made it. Well done. We've got links below to all the strollers we covered. Yes, they are affiliate links, which means if you click and buy, Fathercraft earns a small commission. But it doesn't cost you anything, and it does help us continue to test baby gear as well as buy extra croissants at the airport. We're giving away 2 of the winning strollers from this video, a brand new UPPAbaby Minu V3 and a Colugo Compact. To enter, just like this video, comment below with your #1 stroller feature must-have, and hit that subscribe button. Then head to fathercraft.com/win to enter the giveaway and for official contest rules. That's it for the Travel Stroller Roundup. Until next time, adios.